Peace and blessings, family. This is Dr. LadiHnH Crenshaw coming at you with Visions Performing Arts Company, Four Corners Reading, Beautiful Evolution Institute, and under these companies, I am a premier jeweler, a new skin representative, and an Arbonne consultant. So everything that I got going on is a lot, but I'm actually doing this YouTube for a specific reason, for a project that I'm doing called Bear Astrology. Bear Astrology is a nude calendar for 2012 that I'm posing for every month and telling a story through the photography nude. And it is going to be a very, very profound pictorial account of what it means for the mission of this project. And the mission is we are raising awareness against rape and domestic violence victims who have overcame and became victors. Thank you, Sister Kelly. And what it means to reclaim our sexuality and reclaim our sensuality back after we have gone through situations of rape and domestic violence. So the point and the reason, if you have followed my work, I'm very candid about being a victor against rape and being a victor against domestic violence, and reclaiming our bodies back and saying, I can be sexy and it's safe. My sensuality is not something that I should be shying away from, because I really, really, really love and I'm comfortable in the skin that I am in. I wanted to give an account of what the experience has been for me when it was revealed to me to do this calendar. I was terrified. I said, absolutely not. The first thing I'm thinking is image control and what are people going to think? Okay. However, I knew that the mission and the cause was greater than what people were going to think, because I understood that there were so many times that no one even thought about sexuality and sensuality after these instances take place. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about how do we, in a healthy way, get back comfortable with looking at our breast, besides wiping and washing our vagina. How do we get back to being able to look and touch our bodies and walk by the mirror naked and smile instead of cower away? How do we do that? And I hope that my journey in explaining what this means is healing for someone. I hope that my transparency, my vulnerability, my willingness to bear all, literally, somehow taps into the space in the psyche of others to say, you know what, I was a victor too, and I want to get comfortable in my skin. And what does that look like? And where are my resources? Finding out, who do I need to talk to in my city? Who do I need to go to begin to get that healing? My domestic violence and my rape happened over 10 years ago, and I thought I was over it. I thought that I was fine. I thought that I was cool. I thought I was this, I'm every woman and doing what I do for the sisterhood, and I'm thinking all of this is fine and dandy. And the closer we got to shooting, the more I realized that I wasn't as comfortable as I thought I was. I wasn't as comfortable as I portrayed to myself. Forget what I'm giving to y'all. What I portrayed to myself, I wasn't there yet. The first day of shooting, I brought bathing suits because I said, oh my God, I don't know if I'm ready to do this. And the photographer, his name is KT with Two Extreme Photography. If you are in the California area or the Colorado area, please contact this brother. Is wonderful to work with. The company, the organization, the respect of time, the professionalism is just top notch. So please, please, please make sure that you support Two Extreme Photography, because he's sponsoring this entire calendar for us. Anyhow, so KT says, you know what? I said, this is a new shoot, so we'll take our time and we'll do. And we did a few practice shoots before we started shooting for the calendar. And I was terrified. I was nervous as hell. I didn't know what I was gonna, how they were gonna turn out, any of this. And he took me under his wing and just really, really walked me through the process of posing nude. But before I got there, the thoughts of my ex-husband, what he would say to me, what he would say about my body, what he would say about my womanhood, the the man who raped me, what he said about my body, how he, all of these things started flooding my head from a space I have no idea where it came from. I all of a sudden got insecure. I'm usually laughing and giggling about how small my breasts are. All of a sudden I said, I'm not good enough. All of a sudden I wasn't tall enough. All of a sudden I wasn't light enough. My hair wasn't long enough. I didn't look. All of a sudden, all of these things, my womanhood being threatened, my motherhood being threatened, all of these things that these aggressors implanted in my head, all of a sudden came back. And me posing nude has brought this clarity and this last little bit of liberation to me, and I now walk a little bit more with my head up than I did. And I thought that I was fine. Now, I'm not saying every victor needs to pose nude. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I didn't realize that there was still some underlining themes that I had to, and I went and I got some help to process with it. I talked to the necessary people, and we dealt with it. And I cried after my first photo shoot until I saw the pictures. And then once I saw the pictures, I said, this is going to be so great for so many people across the world. So that's why I did it. I have lost friends because of this, and it is so funny because I lost one of the friends that I lost because I'm deciding to pose nude. Is actually has some really ill things that are in their past that I supported, that I worked and walked towards and helped and stood by sides. And it's just it's hilarious to me, the hypocrisy and how we sit on a pedestal when it comes to our bodies. What we came into this world with and what we leave with is only our bodies. We didn't come out with, as much as I love Express, I didn't come out with this fresh, clean, white linen Express outfit. Absolutely not. I came out naked. And so it's so funny to me because how me saying I'm comfortable in my skin translated to some people as me not being humble, as me not being righteous, as me not being a role model, an example. And I was appalled. I was completely and totally appalled. And I said, if that's what it means, then you're right. We're not friends. So, this journey, but I have gotten far more wonderful responses than one or two negative where people are no longer my friends and won't speak to me and said they won't speak to me because I'm doing this calendar. This calendar is meant for purpose. I'm not a fool. I'm not naive to say that I don't think that there are going to be people who are just going to enjoy seeing my body. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not naive to that. But I am saying that when you see, and hopefully my body doesn't disappoint you, but when you see, all I ask is that you remember what the purpose is. And we are trying to empower those people who have been victims of rape and domestic violence. The calendar is specifically towards women, but men are greatly affected by domestic violence and rape as well, and sexual abuse and molestation and all of those things. So, and I knew I couldn't give an imbalanced presentation. So what I decided to do, and I have to give much love to my dear sister Tessa Jones for seeing the vision and being part of the vision and getting this thing to go. October 8th, 2011 at Auraria Campus, we will be doing an event, celebrate. This is where the calendar will be debuted. So October 10th is when we will be having the calendars on deck for sale. You want to go ahead and get your pre-orders though, because the pre-orders will ensure that your shipping gets out October 8th so that you can have your calendar for 2012. But we're going to do an event, and we're going to do an event that encompasses all of that. We're going to have this entire event is going to be a narration through dance, and some very powerful skits, some very powerful photography. Ali Jackson is involved, Tessa Jones, Luna. Thank you to Metro State for opening up. We're going to do this on campus. There's some, it takes a village. Won't Be Broken. Won't Be Broken is the organization that this event is going to be for. 35% of the proceeds will be going to Won't Be Broken. And this is a domestic violence resource organization that everyone needs to know about. I've been helping Sister Rolanda since the beginning of WBB, and I gave my word that I would. So this is really for her. So I want you guys to really, really remember, and we're going to be raising awareness about men's statistics and men homosexuality, what the relationship rates. You know, I have a slew of lesbian friends who have been victims of domestic violence as well. We're going to talk about all of these taboo teenagers. We're going to talk about and face all of these things, and it's going to be in this very artistic, creative journey. I have not named it yet. I'm going to do another YouTube on it later to promote it. So I haven't named it yet. If you guys have any names to the theme is overcoming and embracing your sexuality and sensuality after domestic violence and rape. But it's not specific to women. It's for men too. And it's definitely not specific to Black women. There are Asian women involved. There are white women involved. There are so many. It crosses every single group, because rape and domestic violence knows no bounds. Okay, so we need to really, really get this awareness out. And how do we heal? And how do we make how does the phoenix rise after all of this and we're okay in our skin again? October 8th, tickets are $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Remember, majority of the proceeds are going to Won't Be Broken. Really, all of them. The rest of that is just to pay for getting the show off the ground. So what it was left was 35% that we could pocket. My house phone's going off. That we could pocket, and instead of us pocketing it, we are going to give it to Won't Be Broken and Sister Rolanda, because she does beautiful works. I love you guys. Support it. Visit the website. It's www.bareastrology.yolasite.com. That's BARE astrology.yolasite.com. Visit it. Keep in touch. I'm going to keep journaling and keep everybody up to speed on what's going on. Tomorrow, I shoot the first phase of the calendar in terms of the abuse part, and there's some profound pictures that we are getting done. So I really, really, really look forward to you guys' support. And if you don't know, I just finished a book called I Hear Voices, But I'm All Alone. There's a website for that, www.ihearvoices.yolasite.com. Yes, I take advantage of the free websites because they're free. Duh. But yes, I want everybody, please support Bare Astrology. Women, I am asking for 2013. If you are interested in having your own calendar, just as mine, we want to create a series. Okay, so if in 2013, if you're interested in posing nude and having your entire calendar because you are a victim of domestic violence or rape, please contact me. I want every size, every shape, every color, every hair texture, your freckles, your pimples, your stretch marks. I want all of that, okay? I want you, if you are comfortable in your skin after being a victim of these tragedies, please contact me and we will figure out how to get you involved in the 2013 Bear Astrology Project, where we are going to have a series of women having their own calendars. And I won't be doing another one. I'm only doing 2012, and then I'll go into directing the project. I love you guys. Thank you.